Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel once again, Global Football View. And this is another episode of the Watch Dog. We will take a look at the officiating in the English Premier League and see what controversial issue happened all over the 10 Premier League game. And this week, a lot of controversial incidents in the Premier League game. We have so much to talk about. But on today's episode, we're going to take a major look at one incident and one incident alone. I know we had the Mbeumo taking penalty decision, the Julio Enciso serious foul on Darren Enzo, and we also have the Bernardo Silva serious foul on Enzo Fernandez, and also the Lisandro Martinez two-leg stamp on Adama Traore. Gomez kicking the ball away in the game against Arsenal and not getting a second yellow card. Also, Gomez getting a serious foul on Durantib and only getting a second yellow card for a decision, a foul that is actually more serious than that of Myles Lewis K. And also the decision in the game between Brighton and Everton, where Everton were awarded a controversial penalty in that game. So there's so much we could have talked about this week, but this week we are taking a look at the game between Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Arsenal, whereby the referee Micheal Oliver gave out a wrong red card to Myles Lewis Kelly in that game for a trip, which we see in almost every game in the English Premier League. And even though Syria are to the third division in the Conference League, we see such kind of tackle be given as a yellow card. But to our greatest surprise, Micheal Oliver, who has an history with Arsenal, dishing out cards that you can never see in any place of football. So we asked the question, does Micheal Oliver actually have an agenda against Arsenal? Because it's all over the internet. A lot of people have been speculating that this guy actually has something against Arsenal. And if you look at the kind of cards this man has given against Arsenal, you might want to think that truly this guy might have an agenda against Arsenal. I know a lot of fans from other teams would say, oh, we do also have a decision going against us. But if you really want to get the situation solved, then you have to isolate your tribalism and look at the bigger picture, because it's a bigger elephant in the room, which is the PGMOL. And I'm going to talk about that. But let's take a look at Micheal Oliver decisions in Arsenal game and see if truly the Arsenal fans and fans who are clamoring that saying that he has an agenda or is biased or is corrupt against Arsenal, because this same referee gave Martinelli a double yellow card in the same passage of play, which we have never seen since then. And this same referee gave Lisandro Trossard a second yellow card in a game against Arsenal and Manchester City for kicking the ball away with just barely 0.2 seconds after blowing the whistle. This same referee refused to give Kovacic a red card for a dangerous foul on Declan Rice and Martin Odegaard, and the PGMOL Ed Outward came out and said that Micheal Oliver didn't want to destroy the game by giving up a red card. So one may ask, does Micheal Oliver have an agenda against Arsenal? Because if you remember clearly, this Micheal Oliver gave Myles Lewis Kelly a yellow card even before the young man made his Premier League debut. So you want to ask, does this man really have an agenda against Arsenal? If you look at I think last season or so, Micheal Oliver, Darren England, and other three officials, we have flown to the United Arab Saudi Arabia to officiate a game which we will pay £20,000 for just one game. Mind you, the Premier League referee are paid $1,200 for every game they officiate in the Premier League. So Micheal Oliver going to the Saudi to officiate a game for the Saudi League, and which was paid £20,000. And if you have to trace and look clearly, the owners of this league are actually the owners of Manchester City. So you may want to ask, this man has never given a red card to a Manchester City player. This man has never given a controversial decision against Manchester City player. This is just, I'm giving you the fact of what is going on. So I'm just trying to paint a picture. And if you look at the evidence at hand, you may want to think that yes, this guy might have an agenda against Arsenal. Because if you look clearly, who are Arsenal playing next in the Premier League? They are going to play Manchester City in the Premier League. So giving an Arsenal player a red card, knowing fully well Arsenal are suffering from injuries to the key players in different aspects of the game. So you might want to think, is he trying to favor Manchester City before they play Arsenal? That would be a question in a lot of Arsenal fans' mind. That would be the question, even in my mind. Are you trying to favor Manchester City? Then this is the same referee who was spotted with the Newcastle JC, and who are Arsenal playing in the next two games. Arsenal are playing Manchester City in the Premier League and playing Newcastle in the Carabao Cup semi-final second leg. So you may want to ask, does this guy have an agenda against Arsenal? In my opinion, it's obvious for the deaf, for the blind, and for the dumb to see, hear, and feel that this guy truly has an agenda against Arsenal. And the problem with this kind of thing is that the PGMOL are the major issue in this whole issue, in this whole situation. And also not forgetting Darren England, because the VAR has the safety net as a safety net for the referees who see decisions in split seconds, are supposed to call up to the referee and tell them if they have made a mistake or they have made an error. But I find it so shocking that referees and the VAR tend to not want to how will I say, in the words of Mike Dame, don't want to embarrass their colleague, because I do not see why Darren England and the other three VAR officials saw that kick and decided that it was a red card. And I do not understand how you can give Myles Lewis Kelly a red card for a tripping on Doherty and give Gomez a second yellow card for a worse tackle than the one of Myles Lewis Kelly. So the Arsenal fans will tell you, yes, there's an agenda against us. A lot of fans wouldn't want to go that far to call that Micheal Oliver is corrupt, because there's no evidence, concrete evidence to actually point the fact that it's corrupt. So I want to say that Micheal Oliver has a bias towards Arsenal, and his actions smells corruption, but because there's no evidence, we don't want to say that he's actually corrupt. But his actions towards Arsenal smells corruption. And if you put one or two together and saying that Arsenal play Manchester City and Newcastle next in their two games, you may want to say, is this guy trying to favor Arsenal, trying to favor Manchester City and Newcastle before they play Arsenal? That's the bigger question of the day. So Darren England, Micheal Oliver, and all the other VAR officials, you guys had a very poor week, and the one of the worst decision I've ever seen in my life. That same goes to that of Lee Messi, who forgot to draw the line against Arsenal, against Brentford in the match where Brentford scored a controversial equalizer in the 1-1 draw. Lee Messi actually left the PGMOL because of that incident. So one may want to say what's going to happen. Is the PGMOL going to overturn this decision and reinstate it back to the next games, or are they going to stand by Micheal Oliver and not rescind the red card? And if you look at the comment of the PGM, it's actually shocking. It's actually surprising for me that the PGMOL always try to spin narrative whenever they get something wrong. If you remember the case of David Kurt, what was the first statement of the PGM? That they are aware of the allegation. It was actually stated as an allegation, not even that we're aware of the situation, meaning they are supporting their referee in whatever situation they find themselves. Allegation. Why would you use the word allegation? Why don't you use the word like a situation? Allegation is like you're telling the people that they are lying about what they are saying. The evidence were there in all social media showing David Cute actually saying he hates during club. In a video, the PGMOL comes out to say they are aware of the allegation, and went further to say that the welfare of David Cute is paramount to them. Not even the welfare of Jurgen Klopp, who was insulted, and not even the welfare of Liverpool fans who feel aggrieved by what David Cute has said. Now they're bringing another statement and saying that they stand by Micheal Oliver and his decision, and also saying, using the emotional blackmail and mental head blackmail to say that Micheal Oliver and his family have suffered from the attack from fans, death threat from fans, which I ask, where is the evidence? Micheal Oliver is not on Facebook, it's not on Twitter, it's not on Thread, it's not on Instagram, it's not on any social media which I have seen. So I will want to ask, where is the proof that Micheal Oliver have been insulted? Micheal Oliver has been threatened. Where is the proof that Micheal Oliver family have been threatened? That's what I want to know. Because you can't just come out and bring a statement every time your referee makes some silly decision. It would have been nice if the PGMOL has come out to say, we are actually sorry for this mistake. Look at the case of Lee Messi. They actually came out and said they made a mistake. Nobody went after Lee Messi. Nobody heard about the story anymore. Lee Messi honorably took the decision to leave the PGMOL because of that situation. Because the PGMOL actually came out and stated the fact. The fact was that he made an error and they came out to apologize. By coming out to apologize, you actually show a sign of integrity and make the fans and the club owner want to look at you in a very high standard. But you coming out to say that Micheal Oliver is suffering, has suffered from attack, has suffered from death threat, his family has suffered from threats, I find that disingenuous. The most important thing you should have done is to comment and apologize for the error. And I don't think any fans will want to set that threat to Micheal Oliver if truly they did that. Because if truly they did that, I don't condone that. The football is not a place whereby you send that threat to people. The same thing happened to Kahava the other day and his wife. Yeah, someone was saying, and I guess someone has been arrested in regards to that. That's an evidence. But in the case of Micheal Oliver, we did not see any evidence in any social media whereby they were shown a death threat or even a letter that was sent to their post box that shows that someone was threatening the families of Micheal Oliver. So I find this shambolic by the PGMOL and the head Howard Webb. So it's not good. It's not good enough, and you are killing the game because your level of integrity at the moment is not the best. Your level of integrity at the moment is not the best, and you should do more. You should do well to hold your referees accountable. And that brings me to the last part of this video, whereby I want to make a suggestion. I've been saying this for the past 1 year now, and I think it's high time the referees become a monosonic kind of thing. The referee bodies become a monosonic because the monopoly currently makes this PGMOL feel that they are untouchable, whereby they can make a mistake and no one's going to come after them. They can make a mistake and put whatever statement they want to put out and no one's going to come after them because they feel next week they'll still be there. But in a situation whereby we have a monosonic kind of body, whereby we have different officiating body like the PGMOL, we have the MOL, we have the GMOL, the LAL, the NUNOL. You want to see, it will put the PGMOL in check. It will make them know that if we make a mistake, we are not going to be chosen next week to officiate the game. And whereby a lot of bodies are involved in the referees officiating in the Premier League, it will make it a little bit better. The Premier League has just 20 referees officiating these games. German Bundesliga, for example, have over 40 referees. Thanks to Richard, who said that in our video yesterday, in one of our podcasts yesterday on our channel. He actually stated that the German Bundesliga has over 40 referees in just 16 games, with just 16 teams. Over 40 referees. But the PGMOL has 20 referees for 20 clubs. So I find that so small, so scanty, and there's no diversity in the Premier League officiating team. So that's the problem I'm having at the moment, because you cannot be having officials this small and you want the Premier League to be the best. So I will call on the PGMOL and whatever the FA to look at the referees and actually increase the numbers. That's for example. So let me know in the comment section what you think about the officiating. Let me know what you think about the state of the English Premier League. Is it the best league in the world? For me, it's the best league in the world. What has the worst referees in the world? So, and we might want to disagree in some certain extent. I don't know if I've come straight at the point, but I feel the PGMOL should be made accountable for whatever mistake they do. And also, if you want to have a go at the referee, I don't think you have to do that by threatening the family. That's if the conditional statement, that's if anyone has tried to insult the family or try to threaten the family of Micheal Oliver. So let me know in the comment section what you think about the whole situation. Was it right to send Myles Lewis Kelly off, or was it a wrong decision in your opinion? Because in my opinion, it's a wrong decision. Like this video if you like this video, and let me know in the comment section. If you're not subscribed yet to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel. And if you've watched to the ending of this channel, I want to say a big thank you and shout out to you all for joining this channel, Global Football View. Till I meet you again, say peace out. God bless you.